Now time for me to introduce you to somebody very special who is here with us. And as I told you, we do everything in style at the RezoFest 2023. All eyes on the screen. Can we have the AV, please?
హాస్పిటల్ వ్యవహారం చూసుకోవడం అంటే ఆషామాషి కాదు. అందులోనూ ఆడవాళ్లు అయితే అంత సులభమైన విషయం అస్సలు కాదు. ఎందుకంటే అన్ని ఉద్యోగాలలో ఉదయం 10 గంటలకు వెళ్లి సాయంత్రం 6 గంటలకు తిరిగి వచ్చి సేద తీరే సాధారణమైన ఉద్యోగం కాదు. 24 గంటలు హాస్పిటల్ సిబ్బందికి అందుబాటులో ఉండాలి. అలా ఒక రోజో 2 రోజులో కాదు, ప్రతిరోజు అలానే ఉండాలి. ఏ సమయంలో ఎటువంటి సమస్య వచ్చినా ఎదుర్కొనేందుకు మానసికంగా సిద్ధంగా ఉండాలి. కానీ ఇది తనకు ఎంతో ఇష్టమైన పని కాబట్టి కష్టమనిపించదని చెబుతారు మన కామినేని హాస్పిటల్స్ ముఖ్య కార్యనిర్వహణ అధికారి అయినటువంటి డాక్టర్ గాయత్రీదేవి కామినేని గారు. ఆమె యునైటెడ్ కింగ్డమ్ నుండి ఎంబీబీఎస్ ఆర్థోపెడిక్స్ లో ఎంఎస్ హెల్త్ కేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ లో ఎంఎస్, ఆమెకు రాష్ట్ర ఆర్థోపెడిక్స్ గోల్డ్ మెడలిస్ట్, తెలంగాణ మరియు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ అవార్డు లభించింది. గాయత్రీదేవి గారు ద గ్రేట్ డాక్టర్ సూర్యనారాయణ కామినేని గారి యొక్క మనవరాలు. తండ్రి డాక్టర్ శశిధర్ కామినేని, తల్లి డాక్టర్ వసుంధర గారు. కామినేని హాస్పిటల్ యొక్క బాధ్యతలు స్వీకరించిన అతి కొద్ది రోజుల్లోనే హాస్పిటల్ నిర్వహణలో తనదైన ముద్ర వేశారు. కరోనా సమయంలోనూ అందరి మన్ననలు పొందారు. గాయత్రీదేవి గారి ఇంట్లో తాతయ్య, నాన్న మరియు అమ్మ అందరూ డాక్టర్లు కావడం వలన ఆవిడ బాల్యం మొత్తం హాస్పిటల్ దగ్గరే ఎక్కువ గడిచింది. ఇంట్లో కూడా డాక్టర్లు, రోగులు వంటి మాటలు వింటూ పెరగడం వలన ఆసక్తితో మెడిసిన్ చదివారు. మొదట్నుంచి హాస్పిటల్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ గా రాణించాలని బలమైన కోరిక ఉండడం వల్ల ముందుగానే పక్కాగా ప్రణాళిక చేసుకుని ఇంటర్ తర్వాత ఎంబీబీఎస్ చదివారు. కానీ మెడిసిన్ చివరి సంవత్సరంలో ఇంటర్న్షిప్ లో ఉండగా ఆర్థోపెడిక్స్ మీద ఆసక్తి కలిగి ఎన్టీఆర్ హెల్త్ యూనివర్సిటీలో ఆర్థోపెడిక్ సర్జన్ స్పెషలైజేషన్ తో పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ పూర్తి చేశారు. తర్వాత తనకెంతో ఇష్టమైన హాస్పిటల్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ లోకి వెళ్లడమా లేక ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడమా అనే సందేహంలో ఉండగా తన తల్లి డాక్టర్ అయినటువంటి వసుంధర గారు ఒకసారి గైనకాలజిస్ట్ గా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూనే ఫెర్టిలిటీ సెంటర్ నిర్వహిస్తున్న విషయం గుర్తుకొచ్చి అప్పుడు తన తల్లినే స్ఫూర్తిగా తీసుకుని రెండింటినీ పూర్తి చేద్దామని నిర్ణయించుకుని యూకేలో హెల్త్ కేర్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ కోర్స్ పూర్తి చేశారు. తర్వాత కొన్నాళ్ల పాటు ఒకవైపు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూనే ఇంకోవైపు హాస్పిటల్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ చూసుకున్నారు. తర్వాత కామినేని హాస్పిటల్ బాధ్యతలు తీసుకున్నారు. కానీ ఆడవాళ్లు ఇంట్లోనూ మరియు అన్ని రంగాల్లోనూ తమ విధులు నిర్వర్తిస్తూ తమ ఆరోగ్యాన్ని నిర్లక్ష్యం చేస్తారు అనే ఆవేదనను వ్యక్తపరుస్తారు.
Women are the future of the society, and with healthy, strong women, we see a brighter future.
వృత్తిరీత్యా వైద్యురాలైనా సరే గాయత్రీదేవి గారికి వైల్డ్ లైఫ్ ఫోటోగ్రఫీ, చిత్రలేఖనం అనేవి తన జీవితంలో భాగం చేసుకున్నారు. పీజీలో ఆర్థోపెడిక్ స్పెషలైజేషన్ లో బంగారు పతకం సాధించారు. అలాగే అండర్ 14 కేటగిరీలో జాతీయ స్థాయిలో బ్యాడ్మింటన్ ఆడారు. అలా ఇంత పట్టుదలగా, నిబద్ధతతో, శ్రద్ధతో అంచెలంచెలుగా ఎదిగి అనుకున్నది సాధించిన మరియు ఇంకా సాధిస్తున్న డాక్టర్ గాయత్రీదేవి గారి యొక్క ప్రయాణం అందరికీ స్ఫూర్తిదాయకం. వీరు మరిన్ని విధులు నిర్వర్తించి ఇంకా గొప్ప కీర్తి ప్రతిష్టలు సాధించాలని కోరుకుంటూ డాక్టర్ గాయత్రీదేవి కామినేని గారికి రెజోఫెస్ట్ 2023కి హృదయపూర్వకంగా ఆహ్వానిస్తూ స్వాగతం పలుకుతోంది మా రెజోనెన్స్ జూనియర్ కాలేజ్ అండ్ స్కూల్స్ హైదరాబాద్. వెల్కమ్ టు డాక్టర్ గాయత్రీదేవి కామినేని గారు.
Please put your hands together and let's welcome Dr. Gayathreedevi Kamineni, COO, Kamineni Hospitals. It's an honor to have you with us. Let's have a big round of applause for her, everybody. And I would now like to request Sandhya ma'am, Principal, Chanakya Campus, to please join us and present a bouquet and welcome Dr. Gayathreedevi Kamineni, our honorable guest here today, joining us. Well, I would now like to request Dr. Gayathreedevi Kamineni to please address the crowd. They're all eagerly waiting for your words, ma'am. Over to you.
Good morning, everyone. everyone. I'll put it to you in a different way. All the older people over here, good morning. Thank you for the invitation. A very big hi to all the kids over here. I hear that you have the Resofest throughout the day. I don't know how you're going to sustain shouting so much till the end of the day. But Mr. Purna here has said that we always sing the same, but by the end of the night, it's like they still have the same energy as they came up with in the morning. So yes, I'm Dr. Gayatri Kamineni. I'm the CEO for Kamineni Hospitals. I started working in the hospital. I joined Kamineni Hospitals in August 2015. Immediately after I finished my post-graduation in orthopedics. So yes, today I've been called to tell about, or rather give motivation to join medicine, to tell people how hard it is or how easy it is to go through it. I'm telling you, it's all a lie. It is very tough. It is very, very tough. Right now, I see everybody with the attitude that maakemaytadle, em kaadu, tarvata mem set cheseskuntam life, and all that. Everything is going to be fine. But still, I'm here to give you all a reality check. So here it is. You might not like it, but this is what it is. Once you finish your intermediate, it's a tough decision immediately after 10th. Nobody tells you what to take. It's just your parents who are going to tell you, take BIPC, take MPC, CEC, MEC. But there should be one person, this goes to the teachers as well, this goes to the parents as well. There should be a person in a child's life who is going to literally direct them how to go forward. Aim తీసుకోవాలి, మెడిసిన్ తీసుకోవచ్చా, యూఆర్ ఇన్ డాక్టర్స్తో కలిపియాలి, ఇంజనీరింగ్ తీసుకోవచ్చా, ఇంజనీర్స్తో కలిపియాలి, మెకానికల్ ఇంజనీర్స్, కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్, ఆర్కిటెక్ట్స్, లాయర్స్, so many people that the child should be met and actually be told as to what it actually is. But we did not have all that. So when reality hits, you can be a gold medalist, you can be 300 వచ్చింది ర్యాంక్, 200 వచ్చింది ర్యాంక్ నాకు నీట్లో, ఓకే ఫైన్, ఐమ్ గోయింగ్ టు జాయిన్ మెడిసిన్ నౌ, పక్కాగా వచ్చేస్తుంది, గవర్నమెంట్లో వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఆల్ దట్ ఇస్ ఫైన్. బట్ ద సెకండ్ యూ ఎంటర్ అ మెడికల్ స్కూల్, you're equal to each and every person over there. Nobody is going to help you. You are your own teacher. You are into a professional course, and yes, you are your own teacher. No matter how good your teacher is, no matter how good of a subject that teacher holds, you still are your own teacher. You have to navigate how you want to go through medicine, how easy you want to make it, how easy it is to understand basics. Okay. Medicine అయిపోయింది, 5.5 years medicine, 3 years of post-graduation, and after that you have your 3 years of super speciality, and then you have your fellowships and all. It's a tough course that you're going to get into. But what you need to understand is, it is very, very fruitful when you come, see a patient is treated, and you go, and the patient goes out of the hospital thanking you. Everybody says that doctor is next to God. When God is not there, there is doctor. To be very honest, that's not the scene in India. You need to be very, very, very careful in the way that you go about in life being a doctor. Having a balance between your family and your personal and your work life. A very fine balance is required. A lot of hard work goes into the picture, which nobody sees except you. Not even your colleagues will be able to understand it. Right. And after this, okay, I just wanted to know, how many of you are in BIPC? Okay. Okay. How many of you want to take medicine? All of you? Okay. Okay. So now my question is, do you know that there are more things that you can do apart from medicine? But you still want to do medicine? Okay. should also know that medicine is not the only way that you can actually make a living. You have to know that there are allied services. Not many people tell you this. There are allied services. There are places where you can make a much higher name for yourself. There are positions in life, in pharma, in being a scientist, being policy bearers. So there are many, many things that you can do. But at the end of the day, it's still your decision and how you want to move forward. So, right, you are going to get a big hit the second you join medicine. You are going to get a big hit. So, a big hit in the meaning, you might be going into a medical school where you think that, okay, fine, I'm here, I got the seat, I'm at this level, and parents are happy, relatives are happy, yay, we are going to get a doctor in the family. And to be very honest, it's just going to burst your bubble like that. So, please be very aware that it's going to happen. Please be aware that you won't be able to read an ECG till your 5th year. Everybody thinks that you can, but you can't. If a relative is coming and giving you an X-ray in your 1st year, please decline to see. Because the reality is you really don't know the bones in your body till the end of 1st year itself. So please, 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 you would be doing a big disservice to people and to your relatives thinking that you've read the X-ray. But to be very honest, everybody over here, I'm telling you, if a first year MBBS student is going to come and tell that I'm going to read your X-ray or your ECG, you are fine, you can take this medicine, they're just bluffing and it's just, you can call them bullshit. So this is what it is. The reality is, once you finish medicine, once you come out, again, there's a huge bubble which is going to burst. So, MBBS doesn't make you a doctor. Post-graduation does. Medicine teaches you the basics of what is what, how you can navigate through teaching a body. Your basics should be very, very, very on point. That is where your hard work goes into. Post-graduation is again up to you. How you want to do, what you want to do, depends on your lifestyle, depends on how much you can give. But yeah, so this is what medicine is. So again, hope you all have, okay, before I leave, I just want to tell that I did scare you all, that medicine is that bad and you will not have a life with it. I had a patient many years ago who had like a very bad fracture which was not able to be treated. It was treated by my professor then. He was in the hospital for about 3.5 months. While leaving, the patient could only do one thing. He just bent down, touched the feet of my professor who treated him and just left. We never saw him again. It was all fine. Phone calls were there and all. But at the end of the day, when you see that a patient is going home happy from roaming so many places and suffering for so many years, if a family member is coming and telling you that you have treated my father, he's able to go back to his work, he's able to earn for the family, I'm able to go back to work instead of taking care of somebody at home all the time, I'm able to provide for my family, I'm able to do something for myself, that is where a doctor is going to be very happy. Getting a patient back, getting a human being back to what normalcy means to them is what a doctor does day in, day out. It is not just treating the disease, it is not just treating a patient as such, but literally it means getting the person back to his normalcy. So this is what you need to keep in mind. You are not treating just the patient, you are not treating the disease, you are treating the family, you are treating a person. So many people will actually forget this. Blood tests, X-rays, CT, MRI are nothing when compared to a doctor's touch on a patient's hand to check pulse. This is the first thing that you all need to learn. Whoever wants to join medicine, this is what you all need to learn. A doctor should hold a patient's hand to check pulse, take BP, to take their own blood. Not by a nurse, not by anybody else, by themselves. So, hope you understand as to what level I wanted to come and tell you and what the reality is. a lot of your relatives, a lot of your relative doctors might also be telling that చాలా బాగుంటుంది, లైఫ్ సెట్ అయిపోతుంది, అమ్మాయికి అయితే డాక్టర్ బెస్ట్, నోబుల్ ప్రొఫెషన్ అండ్ ఆల్ దట్. It doesn't matter after a few years whether you're a girl, you're a boy, whether you're a doctor, a dermatologist, a radiologist. It really doesn't matter. Thank you. Thank you so much. So hope you all have a great time by the end of the day. And I know that there's a lot more getting ready for you. So congratulations to all of you, all the students who've gotten into medicine, and congratulations.
Awards, and the very first one is Venkateshwar Amok. Can we have him with a big round of applause? These are the students who've got into some of the premier institutions. Congratulations. Let's have a big round of applause, everybody. There we go. Congratulations, Amok. Well done. Next we have S. Srikant. S. Srikant. The parents are here with us. Can we have a big round of applause? एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए for the parents of S. Srikant. Congratulations. Next is Safina. Let's have a big round of applause for Safina. Can I also request Sagar sir to please join us on stage to do the honors? Next we have Shravanti G. Next is Sri Gayatri. Sri Gayatri. Come on, Gayatri, congratulations. Congratulations. Next is Sri Vaishnavi. Sri Vaishnavi. Okay, next is a very special one. Lake Sai Vishnu has got into Kamineni Medical College. And the last one is Harshita. Congratulations, Harshita. Please walk on stage. And next we'd like to call upon V. Sharanya, IIT. Got into IIT. We start another category now. V. Sharanya, IIT. Harish Reddy, Triple IT. Can we also have Maurya Principal Krishna Kumari ma'am to join us on stage, please? And also request Swarupa ma'am to please join us. And next we have Ananya Jain. Ananya Jain.
Performance next.
And that would conclude our felicitation. Thank you so much, ma'am. Please stay back with us. I would like to call upon Swarupa ma'am and Revati ma'am to please join us on stage. I would request Swarupa ma'am to please present a shawl to Gayatri ma'am, and I request Revati ma'am, the HOD for biology, to please present a memento to Gayatri ma'am. Can we have a big round of applause, everybody? Dr. Gayatri ma'am has taken her time out of the busy schedule and joined us there for those lovely and valuable insights for all our aspiring medical students out here. I think she surely deserves a bigger round of applause. Come on, everybody. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us today. A big hand, everybody.